Today's episode is sponsored by BLISSLETS. Hey Questers, and welcome to another episode of BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. Today we're going to talk about VR sickness, or as it's better known, motion sickness. I just like the sound of VR sickness better. I'm going to give you 5 things you can do to try to minimize or eliminate it altogether. Before we get started though, there is a chance that none of these things will help you out. Unfortunately, some people are just highly susceptible to VR sickness. So let's jump right in and start off with the first one. Number 1, take it slow. The worst thing you can do if you're new to VR in general, not just to the Quest, is to jump right into the deep end and start playing games like Sirento and using smooth motion and doing flips. The key to not getting motion sickness is to start off slow and work your way up. I recommend starting with either a seated or stationary experience. Platformers like Moss are a great way to introduce your body to a VR environment without adding a lot of strain. Another thing you can do is start off with or move up to a game like Job Simulator that doesn't use artificial movement or even something that uses teleportation like wands. You are less likely to get sick if you're physically moving or walking around. Another thing to note is that you should never just push through VR sickness. If you start to feel at all sick, then stop what you're doing and wait until the side effects go away before you continue. If you keep playing, then your body will get accustomed to feeling sick in VR, and it'll become your body's natural response every time you hop into VR. What you need to do is slowly build up a tolerance to artificial locomotion by playing a little at a time and stopping if you feel sick. I used to get really bad VR sickness, but it's pretty much totally gone now due to slowly building up a tolerance. Number 2, walk in place. Now this is one that I've never actually tried, but some people swear by it. The idea is to physically walk or run in place while your character in-game is moving. That way your brain doesn't view the movement as artificial. Now like I said, I've never done this, so I'm not sure how well it works, but I've read quite a few people who consistently do this and it reduces or eliminates VR sickness altogether. Number 3, nausea relief bracelets. When my wife was pregnant with our son, she used to get a ton of nausea, so she would wear these elastic bands with plastic bumps on them around her wrists that would help with the nausea. Motion sickness bands or bracelets aren't a new thing, and they're usually marketed towards those who get car sick or even seasick. But some companies are now marketing them to VR users because they work to help with VR sickness. These bands work by putting pressure on the P6 acupressure points on your arms, and studies show that it reduces what they call visually induced motion sickness or VR sickness. You wear one band on either arm, and the pressure points that the bands hit help to alleviate symptoms. I know they worked for my wife's morning sickness, and even my mom used to use them for car sickness years ago. Let's take a quick sponsor break, and then we'll be back with the last 2 items. Are you looking for a way to reduce motion sickness and add a little touch of fashion? BLISSLETS nausea relief bracelets come in all different styles and sizes for both men and women, and they don't just work to reduce motion sickness, they also look good too. You can even grab one of their leather covers to make even more of a statement. To find out more or to order your stylish nausea relief bracelets, head over to myblisslets.com. Number 4 on our list is supplements. There are 2 supplements that I can recommend to fight VR sickness. The first one is one I've used before, and that is mint. Chewing mint gum or sucking on a mint hard candy can both help alleviate motion sickness and prevent it. I've done this in the car before, and it does work. The second one is ginger root. This is another one that I haven't tried, but many people say works. I wouldn't run out looking for a ginger gum, but they do make ginger chews and ginger candies. And you can also drink some ginger ale as long as it isn't just ginger flavored. You can also take ginger root in supplement pill form. Inevitably, someone's going to comment and mention Dramamine, so I'll bring that up as well. I'm not going to recommend it because I don't like the idea of telling someone to pop pills. There are plenty of natural ways to combat VR sickness, but if none of those work, then it's up to you whether you want to give medicine a shot or not. Number 5, get a fan. The last thing on our list you can do is actually just to place a fan blowing on you while you're playing. That sounds weird, but something about the air circulating and hitting your skin must do something to reduce VR sickness, because a lot of people do it. There's a fan that has become pretty popular that I'll link to in the description. It goes around your neck and blows air back up at you. This not only can help with motion sickness, but can also keep you cool as well. So there it is, some ideas for how you can try to reduce and combat VR sickness, so you can get the most out of your Quest. What I personally have found the most effective is the slow and steady approach of getting my body used to VR motion. Everyone is going to be different, so there is no one-size-fits-all solution, but hopefully one of these items on this list will help you out. If you want to get the most out of your Quest and the best bang for your buck, then subscribe to BMF for more Quest-related content and hit that bell icon. Plus, if you're looking for more Quest content, you can check out some of my other videos here. Thanks so much for watching, and happy questing.